Welcome to the eSports Report. On this week's show, we go over recent results and team changes in Call of Duty. Wes shares his thoughts on the Smash community and the upcoming new game. And we have all the results from Defend the North.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Welcome to the eSports Report, everybody. I'm Chris Puckett. This is Desi Sanchez. And guys, this last weekend's 2K series offered Call of Duty teams the first opportunity to try out their new rosters since the wave of team changes in the aftermath of UMG Philadelphia. Optic Gaming's new roster featuring both Clister and Parasite failed to impress as they fell in round 3.
Things didn't look much better for Clister's former squad, Team Caliber, as the pickup team Are You Mad defeated them in a round 4 upset. Curse New York, in a rush to fill a new roster, scavenged 3 members of the UMG Philly upstarts EGS and took a game from Complexity, though they also fell in round 3.
That's right, but perhaps the most successful team change was Envious's acquisition of former Optic player Scumpy, as they rolled through the bottom half of the bracket and eventually met up with Complexity in the grand finals. Although it's no surprise Complexity emerged victorious, Envious managed to take the Blitz games away from Complexity, showing perhaps that the team isn't as unbeatable in that game type as UMG Philly would have led everyone to believe.
Complexity ends up taking first, with Envious coming in second.
Now, following a flurry of team changes last week, the roster shuffles have yet to show any signs of calming down. After a disappointing performance in the most recent 2K series, Optic Gaming saw Parasite and Ricky depart from their roster. We reached out to one of the remaining members, Clister, to get his thoughts on the move.
The announcement came out on Nadeshot's Twitter that you are picking up Saints from Strictly Business and Embos from the FaZe lineup. Clay, first of all, talk to me about how you decided on 2 teammates so quickly. In the Halo days, we used to have teams kind of playing with a free agent or maybe someone who is on another roster underneath a fake account. They'd get a night of practice in and then make the move. But that was back before everyone was streaming. Nowadays, it seems like you just have to have a gut reaction and go after that player without having any opportunity to practice at all. Is that what happened in this case?
I mean, kind of. Like you said, everybody streams nowadays, so you can't really play under fake accounts anymore. We used to do that back in Modern Warfare 2 and stuff like that, but now everybody knows everybody's voice, and so it's kind of the thing where, like, if you were playing somebody, they would want them to talk just to hear who it is, and if you don't, then I'm sure they can figure it out. And Embos and Saints were 2 of the players that they were our number 2 and number 3 players. You know, that spot that Parasite filled up on Optic. We were definitely considering those 2 players, Embos and Saints. So when Parasite left and then Ricky soon after, it just became a thing where me and Matt were sitting there talking, like, what do we want in a teammate? What are we looking for in a teammate here? Because obviously the personality clash is what killed this past team. So we were trying to think, like, we need skill and we need somebody that's mature and that's willing to learn and take constructive criticism. And that's who these players are. Like, Embos is one of those guys who he's always going to get the job done, even if his stats aren't the best. He doesn't care. He'll sacrifice his stats for the objective. He'll do the dirty work, and his shot's pretty good on top of that. And he's a smart guy. And then we brought Embos into the call. Me and Nadeshot last night around 2 a.m. We were just talking business with him, you know, just asking him questions because he expressed interest in the team. As soon as he saw that Parasite was gone, he basically expressed interest, and so we knew he was available. You know, he's on FaZe, which kind of is unfortunate for them. But you know, he wanted to be on the team from the beginning, and he went to FaZe just because Parasite took his spot. So we're sitting there talking to him, and he's throwing out names out there, you know, Nameless, Study, Saints, and then we were just talking about what we need in a 4th player, and me and Matt came to the conclusion that we needed a very like almost a flashy SMG player, somebody that's gonna get a lot of kills and make that 2 or 3 piece on the flag when you need him to. Right. And Saints is that player, and even though he ran an AR on Strictly Business for this last tournament, at Columbus he ran an SMG, and in Black Ops 2 he ran an SMG, and I honestly think he's better with an SMG because when I play against him with an AR, I'm always like, what are you doing, man? Not saying that he's bad, but it's just like his SMG is something that you gotta be afraid of, because he'll come around the corner and melt all 4 of your teammates or all 3 of your teammates before you even have a chance to fire back at him. And so that was why we went for Saints, because Nameless is kind of like an aggressive AR, and if we picked Nameless up, we'd run into the same problem that I ran into with Ricky. And then with Study, we were afraid that his image, and that apparently when he starts to lose, he gets down on himself, and we can't have that. We need somebody with a champion attitude, a champion mindset. And Saints and Embos are two of those players that Embos beat us at PAX, and so he knows what it takes to be a champion. And Saints has been on top for a long, long time now, since Black Ops 1. You know, he's been consistently placing well. He knows how to win. So that just went into it. And then apparently Embos and Saints are really, really good friends. They're like homeboys, and they hang out all the time. So it just kind of fell into place with everybody coming together. And me and Embos are great friends, and me and Saints are great friends. So
really,
yeah, everything just kind of came into place. And I mean, if a little nugget of information, to get on Unite MLG Dallas for Black Ops 2, Embos is a person that actually threw me the bone for that squad. You know, he gave me the spot. They wanted him. He said, no, how about you pick up Clister? And then, you know, I took Spacely Huddle and Slack to second place. And so it really propelled my comeback into the scene. And so ever since then, me and Embos have been really, really good friends. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, it definitely just all came around full circle. You know, we were talking about picking up either one of those players in the spot that Parasite took, and then with Ricky leaving, it opened up 2 spots. And, you know, I hope this works out, and I think it will work out. I feel like the mesh of players is a lot better than the squad previous.
So, Puckett, with these recent developments, what do you think are the top 5 teams right now?
You know, number 5 is pretty tough to choose, but I'm going to have to go with Team Caliber here. You know, they were second place at MLG Columbus. They made it to the finals at UMG Philly. And despite losing their best Slayer in Clister, I feel like they found a guy with a lot of talent in Formal. He's a former MLG champion back from the Halo days. Now he's playing Call of Duty. He has some of the best reaction time in the game, and his sniper is really the game changer. I think it's far better than what we saw from Clister. He's one of the best snipers in the game, and that firepower is going to be especially important in game modes like Search and Destroy. At number 4, I have the new FaZe lineup. JCap, Replays, and Classic have picked up Nameless to the squad, and I feel like Nameless is that all-around player they needed. He's very versatile, and above all, he is a fantastic communicator. This is exactly what FaZe needed after losing Methods and Embos. I think Nameless is going to bring everything that FaZe was missing. On Curse Las Vegas, we saw the move dropping Nameless to make room for Ricky, and I think it was a smart one. Despite how much I like Nameless as a guy, I feel like Ricky is going to be the better player for this position on Curse Las Vegas. He's going to be sitting back with that AR, clearing the way for players like Miracles and Killa to get into the action, and of course, Parasite can go back to his roaming role, which he is so strong at. Envious comes in at number 2, and this is surprising for me to say, guys. I never expected to rank Envy in my top 2 after watching them kind of fall apart following Call of Duty Championships last year. The new addition of Scumpy, though, seems to have re-energized this squad. He's brought that slaying power and kind of the fun that they needed. Merc and Proofy are more comfortable than ever, and this squad is really looking strong. They showed it in our last 2K series that they are a top contender. But above everyone else right now is Team Complexity. They're the #1 squad in the world for a reason. They won MLG Columbus, they won UMG Philly and Call of Duty Ghosts, and they started their reign back in Black Ops 2 in the second half of 2013. No one has taken down Complexity. They haven't been knocked to the losers bracket since this team formed with Mr. X as their coach, and with the addition of Karma, I simply think they are the team to beat, and no one will be beating them anytime in the next 2 months.
No one's messing with Complexity, huh?
Yeah, I got them in that top spot. They're just too fierce. They play the game perfectly, to be honest.
Absolutely. I like your ranking. Great analysis. Sounds like the changes are going to be good for a lot of these teams.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about a team that's actually looking to get back into the top 5, Optic Gaming. We've heard about the players. Let's take a look at the rock behind the green wall. Here's Optic owner and CEO, Hecz.
The day that I knew that Big Timer had a YouTube personality or an entertainment side of his persona that's going to be entertaining to the masses was during Orlando 2011, the MLG Orlando, because anytime the camera was on him, he was the goofy one. He was the one making the faces. He was the one trying to be entertaining. Everybody else would be like, he would be like making his faces. And you could go back and watch that video. And I would show it to my family, I would show it to my friends, and be like, yo, this dude is funny, man. Like, he's like the one that that pops out the most, right? Obviously, during that interim from then to now, you know, Nadeshot had an amazing explosion in YouTube. Scumpy right behind him, and going into the house, like within the first week, I called it and I told Nadeshot and I told Scumpy, I'm like, man, you guys think you guys are the hot poop, right? But this is my dark horse. Like, I couldn't believe it. The gold that was coming out of this kid's mouth.
But as always, I don't really have an outro, so I'm just gonna leave you with something stupid like this.
The ideas for content and all this was pretty entertaining, and I knew that he was gonna be okay as far as like being able to release something funny. You know, I think that playing something outside of Call of Duty is what really made him comfortable enough to just get out there and say, you know, funny stuff on camera.
Listen here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make one thing clear right now. Tonight there will be blood. Okay, there will be sweat, and there will be tears. All right. Someone will die tonight. In the name of Optic!
A couple of days ago, I woke up and I saw a text from him that pretty much said, like, hey man, after Philadelphia, you know, I don't think I want to be competing anymore. And that to me was like a punch in the gut. Man, my head was just like trying to figure it out, trying to put sense to what had just happened, what I just read. And I'm like, I texted back, I'm like, cool, hell yeah, let's make YouTube videos, let's have fun, let's keep growing the brand. Hoping that he'd be like, yeah, you know, maybe, right? Not, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if he was gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna move back or this and that. And I'm like, yeah, let's make videos, man. Let's play everything. Let's make a whole bunch of videos. Let's have fun. Let's kill it. And then as I'm starting to like come back to my senses, I started like formulating these questions that I'm gonna ask him to see if he's gonna stay and what his plans are. And he's like, yeah, man, I just don't think I have it. It's not fair to the guys that I don't wanna practice anymore. And you know, I think that this is the best decision. I'm like, all right, cool, man. So, you know, you're still staying at the house, right? He's like, yeah, man, I love it here. I'm like, yeah, so question number one, that's kind of right. And I'm like, hey, I don't know if this is like too much of an insult or what, but like, what do you still want to be involved in you know, in competitive games, like in competitive Call of Duty? He's like, yeah, I don't want to step on Mike's toes. Mike Flamesword is our coach, and he's like, but I would like to coach. And at that point, I'm like, all right, we can make it work because Mike just got here. You know, you lay down all the groundwork. I'm gonna do whatever it is that whatever you want, bro. You helped me build this amazing dream that I'm living. So I'm like, you're still sitting in the house. You're still gonna be doing this and that. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, good. All right, so I'll start developing a plan to get some sort of plan going for how we're gonna proceed with your retirement, how we're gonna announce it, how we're gonna talk to the guys and tell them, because we're playing in less than 1 week, and you're bombshell dropping it right on me.
UMG Philadelphia is going to be the last tournament in my competing career in competitive Call of Duty.
You know, I don't mind the way he did it. I like the roller coaster of emotions that he put me through, and you know, I'm happy with the outcome so far, and look very, very much forward to his future as an entertainer.
Man, Hecz is such a good guy, and you know, you have to feel for him suffering all the team changes as of recently, but he's been around the business forever. He's really grown this brand into one of the strongest brands in the industry. I think Optic Gaming is going to be just fine, and this new roster could turn out really well for them.
I love it. Well, let's switch gears for just a moment, because you know it's time right now for the Planet Side clip of the week. Is it a good one?
Oh yeah, here it is, guys. Check it out.
Generator repaired. Shield generator critical. User joined your channel.
Get in.
Hey, Jim, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you guys please report that Avengra? Who's following us around 2K? Now he's starting to get his fucking outfit to start
Join your
2K
channel.
randomly. Is there any possible way you guys can report harassment of our platoon?
Yeah, dude, give me 1 second.
I appreciate it. Do you guys know how to spell his name? I don't. There it is. Mead, by the way. Pro ++.
That was very nicely done. I love me.
What is going on right now?
Every time
Who
who
needed to report it? Who needed to report it? Was that Jasmine? No, it was for Halo, and I banned video reported.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
When we come back, we have your League of Legends highlights from GPL and OGN. We check out the top 5 plays of the week. And Wes stops by to talk Super Smash Bros. With the eSports Report.
The Garena Premier League, Southeast Asia's version of the LCS for League of Legends, ended its winter season this past week after roughly 2.5 months of play. Taiwan rose above the rest, hosting 3 teams of the top 4, with Saigon Jokers rounding out the group. Season 2 world champions Taipei Assassins met with their sister team, Taipei Snipers, in the grand finals of the winter playoffs. Only BB remained on TPA from their championship roster, with his former support Mistake acting as captain for Taipei Snipers. TPA opened up Game 1 with an unconventional carry pick in BB's Lulu, but after 55 minutes, Win's steady hands secured the victory.
Outside! Gets the stun of, oh my god! He steals the Baron! My goodness! Wins! You stole the Baron!
With BB back on traditional AD carries, TPA took games 2 and 3, due in large part to BB's performance.
BB's taking him down solo. Morning jumping into the team. Pops that's on his hourglass before he lands. Gonna see Archie getting taken out solo here. Zonda will get taken out first as Ninja takes out Mistake. Zonda's gonna go down. Ninja's gonna go down as well. However, Jay will miss that final Zenith blade. Win's gonna get hit by another cleaver. He will get chased down. Archie will hit him with cleaver after cleaver, infecting him each and every time. Another cleaver onto Win's face. Morty's gonna hit him with that trident. Will take him down. BB might not be able to pick up O'Real here, but yet again, another fantastic team fight for Zuma TPN.
Taipei Snipers pushed the series to a Game 5 with a fast snowball victory. TPA took the first major advantage in Game 5 by securing a Baron and introducing TPS to the BB and J sandwich in the ensuing team fight.
But there we have Zonda trying to go to chase the Super Mega Death Rocket. Will be able to take him out. Got JJ now killing onto him. Gets excited. Wants to duel against BB. Cleanses away the stun, but it will be taken out by Jay. BB and Jay now on the chase. They take down both the AD carries. And it does seem that BB, it looks like he wants blood at this point of time. Zonda will use the burnout to try to get away as far away from BB as possible. Jay has the stun charged up. They want to collapse onto O'Real. O'Real, will you be able to get out of there in time? No, it doesn't look like that's the case. O'Real is in a bunch of trouble and he will go down.
TPA found an opportunity to engage on wins late in the game and earned their title of GPL Winter Champions.
Win's in a bunch of trouble. Wins will be taken down. I think he will. Wow!
Mega Inferno Bomb will take down Wins. Mistake now has to run for it. With the tidal wave, BB will secure the kill onto Mistake there. Archie flashes over the wall to get a stun on the God JJ. God Angel gets popped as well. Looks like God JJ will shoot now.
This is Taipei Assassins' first win since April when they won Garena Spring.
Korea's Champions winner moved into the semi-final rounds this week with yet another installment of the telecommunications war, the rivalry between SK Telecom T1 and KT Rolster kicking off the semi-final action. Game 1 was neck and neck the whole way, but a wasted Gragas ultimate and Score's poor positioning led to a Baron for SKT that pushed the momentum in their favor.
Look at this, SK Telecom Score way out of position. They're going to try to punish that. Faker zoning on the outside, knows that he can't put a lot of damage on the Baron. Mandu getting caught here, has to Aqua Prison himself. Has to flash. Gotta care about them Magi's. Here we go, tidal wave. They want to finish this Baron, but KT coming in. SK Telecom gets the Baron, but the fight is on, and KT looking okay. Kakao has to back off. Mafa in the middle of the pit, and Impact doing a fantastic job zoning. Score finally enters the fight, but he has to go on the run now. Insect looking for a kill, but he's stuck around for a little bit too long. He's going to go down, and Piglet adds another one. Another notch to the belt, to the many belts that Vayne wears on that.
Game 2 was all SKT, but Game 3 had KT Rolster leading until this epic team fight.
Insect though, was this overeager? Was it too much? They're gonna focus on the Nexus. It's so low. Faker and Impact tried to survive a double kill for Insect, and they save the Nexus with 100. Only 200 hit points left.
And can they win right now? Mondu is there. He's looking to last hit. Can Mondu support? He flashed in.
Dorzyra, he cannot do 200 damage though. Gets caught. What a play by Ryu. Didn't even.
Ozone looked to innovate the bottom lane in Game 1 with Mata's support Lee Sin, and the high pace kept Shield on their heels all game long.
Puts down the box immediately, but goes down Imp with 1 kill already. Meanwhile, Save has to go on the run. He's just not tanky enough. Goong ults himself, immediately dies, and Dade comes in for some resets. Dandy picks up the kill as well. And look at the damage coming out of the Samsung Ozone team. How often do you get to see an Elise chase a Shyvana in Ultra on the map? We don't see this very often. Imp takes down another turret in mid lane. Oh, the Cocoon misses, and Dandy comes in for the assassinate. He gets it.
After tying the series in Game 2, Shield fought tooth and nail in Game 3 to fall just shy of winning and simply looked out of gas in Game 4 as Ozone advanced to the Champions Winter Finals.
Imp looking for a way to get into the fight. He's a little bit trapped, but it doesn't matter. A double kill already for Looper in this fight, and now Imp is going to join in. Googan saving, big trouble save. Going in onto Imp. Can he get him? No, not just quite. But that was a close call for Imp, and I think that very well could be game. They're going to bypass the turret. They're going to bypass the inhibitor, and they're going to go for the win. They have to kill the inhibitor in bot lane yet again, but still so much time. This is it. This is the game, and Samsung Ozone will win 3-1 and go on to face SK Telecom K in the grand finals for Champions Winter.
SK Telecom T1 and Samsung Galaxy Ozone will face off in the Champions Winter Finals on January 25th, while KT Rolster Bullets and Najin White Shield settle for their 3rd, 4th place match.
Turning to another MOBA title, this past weekend, the Infinite Crisis Winter Open locked in the top 4 teams that will be participating in its final bracket. The Open League featured 5 weeks of tournaments that narrowed down dozens of teams to a top 4. This weekend, these 4 teams will battle it out in one final tournament where $5,000 is on the line.
The 3rd place spot was determined by a tiebreaker match between KGO and Vengeance Gaming after both teams earned the same amount of pro points during the 4-week lead-in. On Saturday, KGO demonstrated considerable skill, winning team fight after team fight, with Floetic even wiping Vengeance Gaming in a 1v5.
Just so he can kill people faster. Looks like Kai got ambushed, but somehow escapes it, but no! Mecha Wonder Woman's ultimate finishes her off, and now Ease is actually kind of stuck behind enemy lines, but he Shazam's back in there, gets a couple of kills, and wait, did he just kill everyone on his own?
Yeah, he literally just killed everyone.
Wait, that was all 5, right? You know, there was 1 or 2 that were up top, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, he killed everybody that was down there, so.
They took home the number 3 spot, giving up only 2 deaths for their 34 kills in a colossal stomp.
Ooh.
The 4th spot for this weekend's final bracket was earned in a last chance qualifier match between New Slaves and Aware Academy Live. Continuing Saturday's theme, New Slaves thoroughly dominated Aware Academy 36-15, winning most of the team fights and controlling the Doomsday device.
Oh, look at how she tried to get away back safe, then she used the ultimate. Shazam did find her, not before she used the ultimate, but I think he is going to be able to finish her off. Oh no!
Oh my god.
He was unable to, and wow.
I can't even believe that. It really looked like he was going to get her, and that was probably like the most upsetting denial of all, because she totally should have gone down. She needed to be flicked, and she would have died.
And that's one of those things where he knew that's his job was, right? Was to go after Mecha Wonder Woman, and he did. He used his ultimate to cross her ultimate, got right next to her, did his best to take.
KGO and New Slaves will be joining KGB and Vex Gaming this Friday and Saturday for a shot at the $5,000 grand prize in the IC Winter Open Finals. So tune in at MLG.tv at 7 p.m. ET on Friday to see it all kick off.
Meanwhile, over in Southeast Asia, the Taiwan Esports League's second season came to a close. A field of 16 Starcraft players was narrowed down to just 2 over the course of the weekend, with Sen and San meeting in the finals. Sen has been recognized as one of the best Starcraft players outside of Korea since his Brood War career, while San has been a steady pro since the early days of Wings of Liberty, recently finding a home with the Taiwanese team YOE Flash Wolves. San jumped out to an early 2-0 lead in the series, but Sen bounced back to tie it up 2-2 after 4 games.
非常彪悍，直接顶穿。哦，这一波很凶，Sen出现了一个明显失误啊！这个立场放得超级晚，所有的巨像倒光，有机会。
现在要上斜坡。
对，上斜坡，没了，没部队了，人口差了100多，有机会，应该是哇，这个要顶穿了。
对，台湾中现在爱怎么做怎么做。
San took the next 2 games, however, to finish the series 4-2 and claim the title.
你看用狗包上去，但是现在这个已经为11万，所以这个要这个。
这么多就这样狂战士，结果打了 GG。
San takes home $3,300 for his win. Sen goes home with $2,000.
2 great players. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we've got an interview with Wes from the Super Smash Bros. Community. All the results from Defend the North.
And Zeus takes the first New York major.
And of course, your top 5 plays of the week. Stay right there.
No, Looper gets him. Looper alive.
Welcome back to the Esports Report. It is time for the top 5 plays of the week. Here we go, guys, taking a look at the top 5 moments in esports this week. And kicking us off at number 5, we have the incredible 1v3 from Fizzer in Search and Destroy.
No, he came out of beat and he just rushed beat on. He's going to green.
I just did him dirty, bro! I just did him so dirty! Oh my god!
Over 400,000 people watched our number 4 play live as Reckles gets the double on Gambit in the opening match of the EU LCS.
Now Yenistov gets pulled in towards the tower. Diamond joins them at the top here. This could turn out horribly for Fnatic. That's going to be a double kill. The super mega death rocket. Oh, and Diamond gets flashed away by Reckless, but can he close the gap? He's going to go in towards Reckless. He should. No, barrier bait pulls him out, and they don't get anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, the super mega death rocket with the execution.
Bomber comes in at number 3 when his last remaining Banshee forces a draw in what should have otherwise been a lost game.
КСМ снял, убил. Потерял орбитал! Потерял орбитал, ребята! It's crazy! Что происходит?
At number 2 is the incredible play from the OGN semifinals. Dandy steals the Baron, but Looper is the last man standing.
The base clearing oh, he stole it! Dandy steals Baron! And now they're going to be able to take out Gorilla as well. Gorilla flaying back Dandy, getting pulled in with that death sentence. What a play, Dade coming into the middle of everything. Dade goes down though, and Sivir doing a ton of damage. Imp claims his first victim. There goes No Fan, double kill for Imp. They managed to go 1 for 4, and they get Baron. What a cleanup.
Imp dies to Goong!
Imp, what are you doing? Goong with the
double kill everyone!
No, triple kill! Quadra kill, is he going to be able to ace? No, Looper gets him. Looper alive, and he's going for the inhibitor. What a crazy game.
And Pith gets our number 1 spot this week with a Deagle ace in CSGO.
Counter-terrorists win.
Some of the best fighting game players from all over gathered in New York for the Defend the North tournament last weekend. The competition featured singles events in half a dozen fighting games, as well as a team event in Super Street Fighter IV. With Justin Wong not in attendance, it would be Zeus who would take first in Super Street Fighter IV.
Whatever mix-up he's doing, it's been working. Jump strong, I know you're up to, buddy. Hold your horses, hold this ultra, puts it in the air. I'm gonna make a little rainbow of roses. Poof, it's beautiful.
He needs one more setup.
One more mix up. Oh, and he stuns him. Oh my God. And Zeus takes the first New York major. The first New York major to Zeus.
To absolutely no one's surprise, Chris G took first in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 when he defeated Flocker.
That kid is just too good.
Former MLG champ CD Jr. would take first in Killer Instinct with a victory over Rico Suave. Finally, the Street Fighter IV 5v5 finals featured Empire Arcadia and Professional Instigators Entertainment. Sanford opened up with 3 straight wins on Sagat for Empire before falling to Smug's unconventional Dudley pick.
Holy crap. But Smug D, oh, we gotta calm down. No, he's going in. He's like, I am plus frames, and I will wall you. Okay. Sanford, even Sanford doesn't want to go for a safe jump. He's just like,
I'm staying away.
I'm out.
Nice, got him.
Smug looked to bring PIE back into it and managed to pick up a second win before dropping to NuckleDu.
Wow.
Again, NuckleDu in a strong position, even stronger than the previous round, and he takes it.
NuckleDu finished out the finals for Empire with his impressive Gao play, closing the series 5-2.
Big shout out to Triforce for some of that news. Guys, here is a full list of the victors for the 7 competitions featured at the event.
In this week's player profile, we sit down with Wes from the Smash Brothers community. He shares his history with the game and his thoughts on the upcoming title, Super Smash Brothers 4.
My name is Antoine, DA West, Lewis Hall. And the character I play with in Super Smash Bros. That I play competitively is Samus Aran. She has a lot going for her. She has little tricks you could do. You have to utilize all that she has. If not, you'll potentially lose. And on top of that, she's one of my favorite video game characters. The main reason why I like Smash Brothers is because it's a 4-player fighting game / party game. And teams I prefer more than singles. And teams takes a little bit more strategy because you can't just throw out any moves. You kind of have to work together with your teammate, have team combos, and quite frankly, I don't like playing games by myself. I like playing in a group of people because, it's just fun in being in a social environment. What made me see that I had to take my gaming to another level is when I first entered the tournament in New York City, which was called Ben. I always got 2nd place or 3rd place, but I would always leave there winning teams, some way, somehow. But that tournament kind of pushed me to be more of a well-known figure in the Smash community on the East Coast, because after Ben, I just took New York by storm. I started winning a lot of tournaments outside of Ben that got bigger than Ben. I have about 2 memorable moments of Smash. The first one was me and PC Chris at MLG, where I just felt we got robbed by the continuing series. That was one. I mean, it was still a good tournament, but I just felt that we should have known about that a lot earlier. The second memorable moment for me was FC Crew Battles, where I took about 6 stocks from the West Coast, pretty much almost sealing the deal for our victory, because if I didn't take 6 stocks off of the West Coast, East Coast probably would have been in trouble. Me and Azen, I think, held the East Coast down on one of the first and the best of all time, East Coast versus West Coast crew battles. Those are my top 2 most memorable moments of Smash. My thoughts on Smash 4 are, I hope it's a little bit better than Super Smash Bros. Brawl. At least just take out the things that made it less entertaining and less enjoyable for the players and the people who spectated matches. Just to build the community more, bring more characters outside of, I guess, the Smash world. One of the reasons why me and a few of my DA team members took, I guess, a hiatus on playing competitively. So what we did was we formed a not-for-profit organization named SOS Gamers. So we do a bunch of events like go to nursing homes and we entertain the elderly by playing, eSports resorts, things of that nature with them. We held community outreach events with the New York City Police Department. We've done events for breast cancer awareness. Right now, what we're currently trying to do is raise enough money to build up a community center so we can get computers and things of that nature, so people who are less privileged could come in and do things like, I guess, make resumes, go online and just do the simple things that, people like myself and others probably take for granted. Smash Brothers did make me who I am today. It made me a little bit more. I mean, even though I had confidence in myself, it gave me a little bit more confidence in other things that I've done. It definitely boosted up my social skills with different personalities. I mean, it was just a good experience. I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, if I had to do it again, I would do it all over.
All right, well, after a short holiday break, the world of esports is back into the swing of things.
For sure.
Dota fans have the Star Series Season 8 LAN Finals. Apex 2014 will feature a multitude of fighting game competitions, and the North American LCS kicks off this Friday.
The first of the Call of Duty Online qualifiers will occur this weekend as well, and we'll see the first set of teams earn their spots for the regional finals. Qualifiers for Germany, UK, Ireland, and France will each advance teams to the next stage of the competition. While the scene in Germany and France is a little relatively unknown, be on the lookout for TCM and Epsilon to do well in the UK and Ireland qualifiers. Both of these teams finished in the top 12 at MLG Columbus, and TCM has been in the finals of both Gfinity 2K tournaments. Finally, catch Destiny and Cats as they cast the Starcraft II Game On tournament, which will feature 16 of the best StarCraft North American players competing for a prize pool of $5,000.
So fun to watch. Don't forget to vote for who you want to see compete at gameon.gg/vote. And that wraps it up for us today. We'll be back next Thursday at 7 p.m. ET right here at MLG.TV.
We'll see you next time.